Hello, children. It's late March, another week. It'll be April. I hope you're well. I pray the Lord upon you, that He may redeem you and your family. Today I have a message about a city that had long history, ancient beginnings, very famous. The city a lot like Las Vegas, sparkling and huge. Lots of commerce, lots of stuff to do. Out in the desert, like a sparkling pool of water for a thirsty traveler. I remember those days when I was traveling and I was trucking. I couldn't wait to lay my head down and get something to eat in the truck stop. Many people go to Vegas for many other things, though. We know. The city was a lot like that. And in the Bible, it has certain history. You heard the story about Jonah and the whale. Jonah was sent to preach to this wicked city, to warn them about God's retribution against their sins, that He was going to destroy them. That's another story. That was about 150 years before the time I'm speaking about. Back in that time, they listened and they repented and they fasted. And this pagan city was forgiven by God and they survived. Like I said, this wasn't just any village. This city had a population of maybe about 120,000, maybe more, maybe close to 200,000. This village was located by the Tigris River up by Mosul, Iraq, present day. Like I said, this was a big, special place to a lot of people. We'll talk about Noah some other time and how they repented at the message of Noah. Maybe you remember Noah because he was swallowed by the whale for a few days. Jesus talked about that because He talked about Noah. I believe in Noah too, like I believe in the whole Bible. But I want to take you today to the book of Nahum, Nahum. This is the time when they fell back about 150 years later. And they just kept on going like down a greased chute. They weren't turning back. So I want to read you a few verses about this city and what happened in judgment to this city. And everybody out there that thinks times are good, they're making plenty of money, then take a vacation to Vegas or to Hawaii or to Europe, wherever they want to go, and things are going to last that way forever. You have no idea the war, the disease, the destruction that is coming down the road for even us in this nation. So take heed, children. I'm speaking to the children, mostly those that claim Christ. But I speak to all men about the judgment of God upon sinners and wickedness. Let's start. Lord, your word is blessed. I'm going to start reading. Chapter 2. He that dasheth in pieces is come up before thy face. Keep the munition, watch the way. Make thy loins strong, fortify thy power mightily. Why? War was coming. War was coming in the form of the Medes. Yes. For the Lord has turned away the excellency of Jacob as the excellency of Israel. For the emptiers have emptied them out and marred their vine branches. So he's basically saying, ain't nobody coming like Jonah, like in the old days, from Israel. The Lord is whipping tail back there, back in Israel. There's no help coming from any direction, not from above either. Okay? And this is what he says. The shield of his mighty men is made red. The valiant men are in scarlet. The chariots shall be flaming with torches. In the day of his preparation, and the fir trees shall be terribly shaken. These aren't just little trees, these are huge trees. And they're going to be shaken like leaves on a tree. The chariots shall rage in the streets. They shall jostle one another in the broad ways. They shall make like torches. They shall run like the lightnings. Now this city was huge. This city was totally attacked and taken over. You had to walk 3 days to get across the city. Is how big this huge city was. And here they were. This is a prophecy about how this army is going to just tear them down to nothing. It says, the gates of the river shall be opened, and the palace shall be dissolved. You imagine your big houses, your courthouses, huh? How about your coliseums being rubble, dissolved? Their palaces shall be dissolved. It says here, but Nineveh is of old like a pool of water, like an oasis. Can you imagine the people who lived there? They said, we're so huge and we're so strong. Ain't no one ever going to take us over. They forgot that 147 years before, the Lord was right on